Welcome back to the channel, buddy. Hope you're doing fine. I'm actually getting sick of this melody already. I just don't like it. It's so unhinged. Okay, roll that. Today is a very nervous day, Your Celestial Highness, and when I feel nervous I eat and drink and eat again. That is just the way I am. But Emperor have mercy, the food today is to die for. Would you like to have some? Oh my goodness, really? Oh. Okay, let's try to. Oh, you pop a fried bulberry shell into your mouth, first one and then another and another. Yet blue glut sting your tongue and throat, but Legrand Valances is made of sterner stuff that all than all these milk sops. Oh my goodness. Eventually you crush the last bullet between your jaws before whipping a napkin over your chin and tossing the victorious onto the table. Iron Gods, you have managed to keep a stony face while drowning the entire dish of hot bulbous shown of still hot. Increase the character's intelligence and willpower in the next combat. This one-time bonus that disappears after the combat ends. Okay. Oh, duration permanent. Wait a minute. No. It's not permanent. Yeah. For one combat. Okay. Oh my goodness. 0% chance. Okay. Increasable, but how did you accomplish it? My fellow revelers, let us raise our cups to the unbreakable strength of the God Emperor's emissary. You were trying to poison me, or what? Looks like my hotel's kitchen, actually, judging by the reaction. Now that we have had some refreshments, let's talk. Vele, Your Celestial Highness, he reaches his ring-studded hands for the goblet, but stops at the sound of Mavis' voice. My lord, remember what the physician told you. Temperance is the best cure for your ailments. I fear that you have disobeyed his wishes again today, and now I'm paying for it with a compromised sense of balance and regrettable inability to admire the disguised imposter, and the hunt is already in full swing. Solomon, leads over to you, Rogue Trader. Once you had your fill of the honor, let me ask him a few questions. Absolutely, yes. What is this hunt you mentioned? Be a darling and tell our guest about our amusements. I'm a little exhausted. You by what? You've been mining your minds or what? Of course, my lord. The imposter hunt takes place every moonlight. Shortly before the event, the servants are thoroughly cleansed of dirt and foulness, combed, dressed in expensive clothes and masks, and invited into the courtyard with the rest of the guests. The nobles hide their faces as well, and then they try to guess who the imposters are. Telling one from the another is quite a challenge sometimes. The governor suddenly perks up again, and that is the best part. I highly recommend you try it, Your Celestial Highness. It makes for a very interesting challenge of a piece, and On this occasion, the privilege of branding is your will falls entirely to you, our honored celestial guest. Suppose I found the imposter, what happens next? This is a data brand, one of our world treasures. We handle it with the great care, and yet all the Tessiner jewels are miracles cannot compare to the resplendence of your glory, my celestial lord. When you find an imposter, you need only mark on them with this wondrous brand. Analyzing this brand is property of Index Ventaris food factory. It was used to mark the meat of high protein specimens of the planet's fauna. The inscription into Proto-Gothic translation to Gogs on the corpse feet. Oh. At the end of the hunt we hold a great feast. If you guess at least one of the importers, you will also win a fine prize. If you guess all four, there will be an even more special rewards. I remember at sorry, it's an early morning. I remember at one of the hunts a servant played the role of a baron so well that all the lords anonymously granted him favor and let him keep the title and privilege of nobility. Such things rarely happen, but who knows what the evening will bring. For tonight, it is you who will determine the voice in my celestial lord. Why don't I... What if I don't want to participate in that? Did you just admit that there is a masquerading rebel among the Tessarian noble? Illiterate with no idea how to collect the tithes or buy the throne. That actual explains so much. The proctor scoffs and glances at the enthusiastic guest. Go ahead, go and commence your charade. The sooner start, the sooner we finish. Go on, let's out. Audible gulp. It shall be done, Master Judicator. How does one find an imposter in the crowd? By the way they talk, by the lack of restraint, by the familiar delicacies overwhelm them so much that they lose control. Imposters are often scared for no reasonability that has fallen on their weak shoulders, and they try. Oh my god! And they try to stay close to the real nobles and imitate the refined manners. During the hunt, it is most worthwhile to pay attention to the separate groups where conversation has already started. Frightened imposter will be probably try to hide behind other people's back. That's all I know, Celestial Lord. This is so cringy. Sip of tea, as always. Solomon, ask your questions. If I can amuse esteemed Judicator with conversation, I will be only too glad to. But of course, I have always wanted to try my hand at casual small talk. Solomon folds his arm imperiously over his chest, somehow becoming even taller in stature and broader in shoulder. Tell me about the Lysaraxes going on. Such fascinating creature. Where did you get them from? I cannot tell you off the top of my head, so he basically don't know. Are there not many planets that have Lysaraxes? I received this beast a long time ago as a gift. Let's do coalition. Land called suspicious to your voice a long time ago. Do Lysaraxes even live that long? I do not know. I would rather tell you about things I'm much better acquainted with, like the Syrian's Amasek, for example. Do not judge me harshly. I'm just trying to get into the festive mood as best as I can. And not to kill everyone around you? Yeah. We can certainly change the subject. I would like to know that I found your use extended face transplantation procedure amazing. Does the serum possess any other unique knowledge of item brought over the your over from your home world? What is that world called, by the way? Slaanesh realm. My native Idex. Unfortunately, I have not introduced much from it beyond the art of changing faces, but perhaps the Celestial Lord has taken a liking to some Siren's origin creations. You cannot pronounce the name of your homeworld? Really? The governor takes a big sip from his cup. I'm a bit tipsy, so I cannot help it. One day, like today, it would be a criminal not to toss such an important guest. I was interested in the musical servitors. They could only have been brought to you by the Crimson Priests, correct? Can you tell me why they visited the planet? What? Yes, it was foreigners who delivered the mechanical musicians. I'm sure I have not mentioned them yet. I think they were the Red Robes who arrived to celebrate the ascendance of the new governor. That's me. Why would servants of Omnissa care who had taken the throne of a technologically undeveloped world? The governor shrugs helplessly. I was too overjoyed at their appearances to ask. A gesture of deferences, I suppose? Who can even understand the mysterious Crimson Priests? Indeed, the tech priests are famous of having many vocations outside the pursuing technology and discovering new knowledge like music and visiting our courtesy. Yeah, thank you for your conversation, Governor. I have learned everything I ever wanted to know. Yeah, okay, let's do this one, because I really, I don't want to participate in whatever it's going to be. Maybe I'm making some mistake, I don't know, but I feel so cringe about that one. Sorry, guys. I have neither time nor the inclination to enter to detain your rebel, the Thai governor. I'm only interested in the Thai. The governor shakes his head sadly. Oh, what a shame! But perhaps you would at least. Would you rather I question you instead of direct trader? Be advised, I'm a man of action, not words. Then we are about to have the shortest imposter hunt in the series history. Straight to the finale, just as he ordered. Standing to add a note of gravity to his words, the governor proclaims, "Most residents, ladies and nobles, I hereby declare the imposter hunt officially over." The crowd responds with uproarious cheers. The participants of our masquerade already stand before you. Did you guess correctly? Did you expose them all? Please don your oculars and have a good look. We could probably get some buff or even some stuff from it, but not one noble was permitted to hunt the imposters this time, my lord. Still knowing the penchant for such games. I do suspect they tried to make their guesses anyway quietly among themselves. However, while most of us were indulging, I would ever say wallowing in the thrill of the imposter hunt, his celestial highness turned his lofty thoughts away from this motley devastation and toward duty. How can this be anything but a true victory of will over whim? Maeve, come and present our gift to our celestial guest. Your celestial highness, as honored guest of Tessera, would you like to say a few words to guidance to our beautiful world? Restful mask. Those green 10 corrections. The worst incoming melee damage is reduced by 4% if the attacker does not have melee superior. Oh, if the attacker doesn't have melee superiority, but I guess every other enemy have it, so a little bit useless. Oh, Solomon, perhaps you have something to say. I do trust this guy. He's really harsh and he's not choosing words, so this is absolutely what I... Ooh, what the f is that? Ugh. Is that a beans? Yeah, looks like that's a beans everywhere. On the floor, on the plates. I'm quite good at saying the word guilty. Would that satisfy you? There's an awkward page-ago and I smiles nervously. I understand, your celestial highness. All this talking and ceremony and protocol, it's enough to knock anyone off their feet. But believe me what I say, that we are near the end. And now the fateful moment has arrived. Who among the branded will be granted his highest favor? Having realized too late that you did not take part in the hunt, the governor trails off and glances at you timidly. What is the highest favor, Dollar? Is it part of the rules of the game? That's correct, your celestial highness. Whomever you grant your favor will be shot with all manners of honor and go to serve in the governor's palace. Oh, are you mocking me, Rolder? Not at all. Well, then, that is to say, the hour we have all been waiting for has come at last. Let the great feast begin. Oh my goodness, there is a great feast already. Just started, yeah. It's already started. Oh, now I do understand the great feast.
Have I been branded? He tricks me! Gotta stop! I'm your master! Maeve, help! Maeve, I'm sorry.
And again the beasts are trying to kill me. Oh, that's like... What the hell is going on? Oh, I'm so freaking tired that everyone around me is trying to kill me. You have been ambushed.
Let's make some
If I will move
opportunities.
here, will I be able to? No. Yep. Cassia. My dear, dear Cassia. Try not to get
aside.
hit.
The navigator
No,
is coming.
she got hit. Okay. Still, the Grand Cassia is the first one to move. Ooh. That's a lot, so maybe
Emperor,
you should
give me strength.
move away. Let's give our
I'm
Argenta
not
the
accustomed
buff.
to being ordered around.
Let's debuff those two. Let's curse
If
this
I
one.
may,
So he will transfer the curse to the other one, and I guess, yeah,
isn't
let's
this a
start
job for the serfs?
dealing with. Oh my goodness, like half of HP gone, 200 HP gone. What do you have, by the way? The start of the turn, this creature deals shock damage to each target in the accelerators. Ugh. Agonic Rage. Below 5% of its maximum wound, immediately grants an extra turn, runs into the last attack and attacks, and during that extra turn, this creature ignores attack of opportunity. Its agility, strength, weapon skill are significantly increased. All negative effects are removed from it, and its wounds cannot be reduced to 0 after performing this final attack. The creature immediately dies. Cannot attack. Is heavily augmented and has immunity to the cannot attack, prone, and stun. Oh my god. Behavioral algorithm. This creature behavior is determined by a special augmented implant. While this creature has more than 60% wound, the priority target is the Road Raider. Once its wound drop below, the implant is no longer functional and the creature can attack. Okay. Tough hide, bestial raider, reject the flesh. This one is... Oh, so... That's bad. I need to start burning those guys down. 4-9. Oh, it's so useless on them.
Who, if not me?
Well, at least I'm not suffering. Okay, and no, we're fine. Still fine. Cassia, give Legrand a turn,
you
please.
insist, Lord
And
Captain.
let's hide him right there, I guess. Oh, look, I can kill the Proctor immediately. Oh my god, this damage. Okay. So Legrand
I'm
is
not
going to
accustomed to
suffer.
being ordered around.
This is clearly an attempt of assassination. So, there's 4 beasts here.
If I may,
This guy, let's continue weakening this guy. Yeah, they will try and chew me.
Assignment completed.
Ferocity. The creature gains additional movement point on attack turn until the event does not stack. Can be used as a creature when draws below 80. Oh my goodness, we do need to concentrate fire on them. But I believe this one will be mostly, yeah, mostly useless. So Argenta, my darling, what about something like that? I can over penetrate those. Yeah, that's fine.
This is why I was
Good.
chosen. I'll do it.
Now run and gun. Let's continue dealing with this
For
guy.
you, my emperor. Faith without deeds is worthless.
Henrix, I need you as birdie. Right over yonder, I guess.
I need a foothold.
I need you to move like around. Yeah, somewhere there.
Do my bidding.
Come on, Echo. Yep, that's good. Oh, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no. Everything's good. I thought I messed up. Again.
I won't object to it.
This one.
Let's see
This
to it.
one. That's it for now. Okay, Proctor, you have really important job now. Concentrate farm.
Understood.
1,
It won't take long.
2.
The order
Run
is
and
clear.
gun. I cannot order protect. Okay, never mind.
I'll take it as a priority.
Move those away. Pascal, you meanwhile.
Running binaric override.
You need to start dealing
The
these
undersigned
damages.
comprehends all. Request approved. My vow is to serve.
Okay, first down you're not shooting, so that's absolutely fine. Who would be better option? I guess. Oh my goodness. Argenta is too far away.
I'll make it happen.
Okay, so Garcia it is. Wait a minute. Wicked and Nightmares. Nightmares. You don't have Nightmares, but you have the Wolf Curse and you have, I guess,
Isn't
the
this a
only
job for the
one without
serfs?
Wicked and Nightmares. Yeah, this one.
Battlefields are
Let's
always
get rid of
drowned
this
in
guy.
scarlet. Another foe painted black.
82. Good damage. Okay. One more time.
I'll see to it personally.
I
Echo
am a
needs.
navigator, not a servitor.
I guess next turn you're dead. Yeah, this guy's dead. This is a huge damage to all of us.
Just need
Oh
to
my
tough
God.
it out.
No, 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 no. Okay.
Not a problem for Proctor. Check. Done.
Okay.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone!
That's huge damage they dealt. Really. Okay,
Guided by
like that.
faith. This is why I was chosen. I'll do it.
I need you to heal. Where's the heal? There it is.
But of course, Lord Captain.
And we still don't have strength. Yeah? Yeah, we don't have strength, so it will increase
Naturally.
HP a little bit.
Let's see to it.
Now this one, and now this one. And
Your
this one.
turn.
That's a good damage. 73. Nice. Proctor.
Accepted.
I need you to get rid of this.
Understood. The arbitrator judges.
Ow. Oh, no. It's done. What happened was no accident. If my suspicions are correct, Glater, analyze. This is attempt of assassination. Somebody turned those beasts on me. The dog's wizard skimmers and it scans his skin with mesh of frizz. What? His skin? Whose skin? Finally, there is a metallic click and the descending hum of cooling servo motors. The Proctor's augmentation responds with a soft buzz. A data brand. The court fool put it on me when he shook my hand. Then the lesser access attacked at everyone who had been marked. Whoever the beasts were not at all eager to tear you apart, Rock Trader. It appears you are wanted alive but without my protection. Oh God, Emperor. Maeve presses her hand to her chest in the sight of Aquila. Her lip whispers a prayer. Forgive and protect his soul. Forgive and protect. No. Your brother is going down. Lying by in the lifeless body of Laserax number 4, which you released from the cage. Its fur is clumped and sticky with blood. Its vicious eyes glazed over. Giving its own life to protect another was a stunningly human act for a beast. Yeah, that's sad. I wouldn't mind to have the pet like that on my vessel, actually. Close the Laserax's eyelids. Rest in peace, my friend. The one with damaged implants. Perhaps they were the reason the beast defied the order that the rest of its pack followed, to destroy all the bearers of Data Brand. Or maybe Salmon looks pensive as he straightens Glater's collar. Maybe it was a fine animal that was unlucky enough to have a bad master. This is the first creature I've met on Tessera that has been worthy of respect. Yeah, living creature, yeah. My lord Judicator is fond of animals, is he not? I never would thought you had a kind side like that. Maeve smiles gentle and sad. For the first time ever she looks at Salmon without fear. I stopped trusting Maeve. No, I wasn't trusting her at all, especially because of her necklace, but now I suspect her. Let's put it like that. Salmon casts a heavy glance at the young one, or maybe I just cannot stand people. Yeah. Roldo mentioned being branded before he died. Can you scan him to Solomon? At his master's command, Glater directs his scan rays at the dead man's severed hand, which has somehow avoided being reduced to shreds along with the rest of the body. The cybermassive augmentic emits a warning signal. Roldo was branded too. He couldn't have known, or else he would not have doomed himself like that. I assume this is likewise the work of that buffoon. The only question is where he was acting on his own accord or at the death of someone more important. Whose soul are you praying for, Maeve? My brother's, my lord. I had a feeling he wasn't acting himself lately. If I'd known he had fallen into scoundrels, I would have found them and strangled them with my own hands. What reason could your brother have to want an arbitrator's blood on his hands? It's mystery to me, my celestial lord. I think about it, and I can't even imagine why. But lately, it's like he's not himself. He keeps muttering these awful rhymes about blood and fate, and it's like he wanting for something but just can't understand what. Let me guess. Arch enemy? Horn? Corn? Yeah? Corn. Ooh, that. Sorry, sorry. I barely stopped myself at the last minute because yeah, I can actually do this thing that Corin was singing, but let's put it like that. When I was younger, I was a member of rock groups, so Roldo called your name before he died. I have no idea what's going on. I'm so confused, Maeve stares at Roldo's mauled corpse with unblinking eyes. It's just horrible nightmare. Could it be I'm just dreaming? For a second there I thought, no, I'm sorry, it's impossible. You know what? Her and her brother, she's not her, or she's under the influence of archenemy powers, and her brother, she manipulated him. She's the one. She's our antagonist. You thought what? I thought it was my brothers calling my name, not Lord Roldo, but Dean wasn't there. Meaning I just imagine it in my fright. When I succeed, you think back to all those last moment. It is hard to tell for certain, but it really did seem as though his voice had changed. It sounded younger and less strained, as if he had cast off a mask. Wait a minute. Did the fool took the face of the Roldo, the governor? So who is to be considered the governors now? If only I knew, my celestial lord. If only I knew. How do I know that I can trust you, Maeve? I swear by the Emperor himself, I am unblemished before you in spirit and thoughts. I don't trust you. This is what any cornered heretic would swear to try to save their life. Yeah. Solomon, I think she's guilty. But I really had nothing to do with any of it, my lord. All I was told to do was entertain your celestial guest, our celestial guest, and chaperone them to the castle for talks, and instead there's just goddess and everywhere. I need to look around actually. We I guess not going to execute her. Fiend's feed. The war ends this turn with any adjacent familiar. That familiar regains 6 wounds. What do you have here? Discord grant the wearer 10 parry reduction of ammo per potential familiar attack. Okay, and you? This game lowers all enemies' perception by fellowship bonus. You have a big fellowship, 55 in 5 stealth rated. Okay, you will have this one on you, but you can have that one, and you will stick to your pet. So when you cast all the time, Echo is suffering, and I don't want him to suffer actually. What do we have here? Movement points, 2 charges of the slash ability. No. Increase user's resolve. Iconoclast 1, decreasing all the characteristics. Ugh. Toxic immunity. Take this one. Who used? You used yours. Here you go. And why I don't have Steam? Everyone should have Steam. Everyone have a Steam. Okay, that's good. What do you have on you? Oh, for server skulls. At the start of the system, enemies adjacent to server skull swarm must possible power test resistance with +20. That's easy to pass. Or suffer one staff or perplex. The server skull swarm deflection is increased by +1 for each perplexed enemy in fossil radius. That's a huge one. As I said, I don't have. Oh, Overseer is such a good one. Oh, you're still eating and drinking there. So you're fine with
I
what
always
happened.
keep
Yeah?
my options open.
Okay. Maeve. Okay, let's go to the castle, I guess. I'm not going to execute her on spot. Let's see what she will do. Take us to the castle. I hear and obey my celestial lord. I'm telling you guys, like 80% chance that she's the one who. Please make brace off as Solomon walks by, bursting past her with his shoulders before examining the elevator with a fault-finding eye. No daring to speak again, the young woman makes the gesture of an invitation and steps onto the platform herself. No sooner have you stepped in the elevator than short metallic clank comes from somewhere above you. Oh, someone is definitely trying to freaking kill me. Me and Solomon. Yeah? Only two of us. Yeah, only two of us. That's a lot of blood in there. Crimson ropes? Yeah. Court full. Yeah, this is clearly a horn. Too much blood and skulls. Blood god skulls for the skulls room, you know. I hope you enjoyed my bloodthirsty Mangia. You instantly recognize the pitiful voice and the cocky smack of the full smacks, the arm that was molded by the summer mastiff at the first meeting hangs limply. He has not even bothered to bandage it. There is a gunshot wound in his shoulder, surrounded by a signed thread. His garish outfit is soaked with blood. Oh, I wounded him, yeah. Still acting buffoon. Some people never learn. Salmon gestured behind his back, the cybermassive sending him off and circuit along the wall. A pulsing light draws your attention against the far wall. An old man stands behind the ominous-looking altar. The heavily augmented man stares in wonder at the flashes of blue light snaking through the veins of the serum in the floor and the walls. The crystal in his eye sockets gleam and go dark in time with the flashes. Tado, the executioner, stands behind the fool and gives you a crooked smile. Nearby, Nerby, Lucra and the fortress commander keeps a sullen vigil. His hand never leaves the handle of his weapon. Bodyguards for private conversation. Isn't that much bit much? Times are troubled, as you know. I want everything to go according to plan. The governor is dead. Was it your doing? That's a stupid question, of course. Don't be ridiculous. I couldn't swallow a man whole even if I wanted to. The Lacerex fool. You unleashed it on Governor. Don't you try deny it. It seems humor is not part of the vocabulary of the Emperor's servants, but truth should be. You see, the Governor was fraud and fake, not was crying over. The true Governor of Tessera stands before your esteemed guests. Of course, you would like to be a governor, a king, the owner of the planet, of the galaxy, the Emperor himself, so I declare you a heretic. Dean, come on, don't say things like that. It's not right. It's... Shut up, you idiot. You can't even do as you're told. The fool tosses look of utter contempt at Maeve. Take off the mask. I want to see whom I'm speaking to. Warping his hands around the mark's bluff, begins to slowly pull it away from his face, squirming as sobbing theatrically. Suddenly, the monster turns to gargling laughter. The fool removes his hands from the mask. Just, you'll have time to examine this face very thoroughly. What was it Maeve should have done, Bluff? Bring you here to the altar of change. Altar of change? Wait a minute. Zinch? Wait a minute. Why are those guys glowing? I don't want to fight golems. And not ask questions. So simple, but she couldn't even manage that. And I, according to her plan, was supposed to die. Exactly. I don't need you. But don't worry, I've planned this for this as well. Tavrisk, are you ready? Salman turns slightly away from the fool and makes a series of furtive head signals telling you to stall while the summer mastiff gets into the position. Oh yeah, Zinch. I was hoping Horn will find. The preparations are complete, my lord. Tessera is not your home world, is that right? I see you already found me out, eh? That's right, I was born and raised on Edex. The greatest world is in all the Imperium. I've never forget that mix of plastil and ferrocrete, of glitter of proud spice and the eternal humiliation of my appointment. Why were you sent to Tessera? To serve the Imperium faithfully and honestly, whilst our all-knowing administratum benefits if the feudal thrones is occupied by someone with an intelligence level higher than Grox's. A golden show for all the diligent service of Edex. I packed my bags and came here to govern this backwater. What a joke. If you are the real governor, why bother masquerading as a fool? After all, I have always preferred Mark to the Marks. Besides, who would take the poor wretched fool seriously? Would you suspect? I found the replacement. Roldo wanted to play at power and I graciously let him. Pity he didn't rule for long. I, on the other hand, had a costume change and took a seat among the spectators. I sharpened my wit. I've begun to enjoy it. And all of it for this one day, this exact moment. Arbitrator gives you a subtle notice that Cybermastiff is close enough and enough for a decisive launch. I suppose the irregularities with the die were part of your plan too. Oh yes, one small part of grand design. To be precise, the first bait you had to take, which you did, with commendable zeal. So you would like to become a rogue trader or what? Fool. The concept was simple, disturb the shipment and provoke the response, and ingenious trap that the Arbites walked right into. But fate granted me a special boon. You were caught in my net along with Zemlagran. You didn't trap anyone. You shoot yourself in foot. Only an idiot would think they could outmatch Rogue Trader and Proctor together. Your scribe Gregorius Follett left some intriguing notes behind. In them we appear to be describing the switching of bodies. Is that the part of your plan? You are perceptive. My previous experiments were failures. You have met some of them, particularly Fault himself. Remember the crazy mutant by the Phasmorius. Oh, you should have seen your face, and you will. This time it would work. What is the altar of change? Great artifact which Tavrisk carved from this planet's unique gift, the serum. Take a good look at it while you still can. If you'll growl before me, I will be merciful and let Solomon finish you off quickly. The fool chuckles nasty. You have overlooked one small detail. What detail? Talk, you bastard. Solomon raises his voice and takes a step towards Bluff. Bluff ignores arbitrator. A lovely piece, isn't it? Yes, you see Solomon's head signal out of the corner of your eye. Glater leaps, but does not reach the full. The cycle moves the same time, a flash of light, and everything goes dark. You're surrounded by the smell of old rust, the darkness reluctantly threats. The pain comes first, throbbing in your head, then the metallic taste in your mouth, and finally the feel of the hard floor chafing your stink cheek. Look around. You see Bluff through the bars of the cage. The mocking smile on his sinister mark seems to grow even broader. Okay. Rotator, can you hear me? You turn your voice. Solomon is... Oh, he's also trapped. The one of the side cell, apart from bleeding bruise of his forehead, he appears unharmed. Maeve's necklace is more than just a pretty bauble, I take it. Much more. You see, with the right knowledge, the right tools, and some complex rituals, people can transform a simple, dirty blue pebble from the depths of Tessera into something truly special. However, it's a bit late for you to do anything with this information. Solomon, are you alright? I'm fine. That's good. You look over to the Solomon's indicated. Glater lies motionless in the middle of the room. Judging by the flickering lumen on his implant, the dog is still alive. Oh yeah, you cannot just get rid of Glater that easy. When I get out of here, you are dead. Enough chit-chat. Tavrisk, begin. The old man with the serum eye wizened raspberry. Okay, so he started the ritual. Maeve glaze leaps from you to Bluff in alarm. Tear-reddened eyes widen as she realizes what is happening. Dean, stop! Her slight form crashes into the fool, pushing him out of the center of the circle. The vault explodes into the shards, shot with blinding light that burns out your eye socket in... Oh, burns out your eye sockets. Incinerates the air in your lungs and makes your heart judder in your chest. And finally darkness descends there, impenetrable and absolute, encompassing everything. It cradles you, dissolving everything that was once you, everything that once was. You are bobbing like a boat tossed upon the waves. Colors and sounds melt into a cacophony, stirring up nausea in the exhausted body. You blink and the patches of color fall into the place, or do they? Across from you in the cage you see a frightened, disorientated face and expression you have never seen in a mirror. At your feet lies a godly mask that has fallen from the fool's face, covering his wrinkled visage with both hands. The ugly and enraged governor of Tessera rises hastily on trembling legs. st- stirring daggers at you, Rolder shrieks. Seize her! Seize Maeve! Oh, that's a beautiful face you have there. The guard takes a heavy step in your direction. The look on his face promises nothing pleasant. Solomon, now! A sweet melodious voice rings out, not yours. Later, attack! Your head swims, and through the haze you recognize the figure of a guard coming closer and closer with no signs of stopping. Your gaze sweeps over the room, reaching for a way out, for solution, until somewhere is a periphery of your vision you notice a streak of scarlet. If the sunburned massive visors lighten up, giving you a chance to run. Yeah, Glader, dude. Oh freaking hell. Really? I've switched bodies? Your mind is loose shot, cast into nothing, screaming in the voices of thousands of lives. Are they your lives, or they belong to another? The blood cracked, branched out, biting into every scrap of disjointed thoughts, ravaging hunger to shatter what little of your own self remains. A crying gargles in the depths, a plea to make torment stop and let you dissolve the unconsciousness. But something has sunk its claws into you, keeping you in place, fusing you back together piece by piece. Methodically and atrociously, it continues to skewer the shreds of your identity into the threads of existence in an attempt to outplay the all-consuming void. Your memories of the last several minutes are incoherent and painful. The flash of sorcery and the leap into the unknown. Solomon shouting something. He gave Glater an order, but what order was it? Any attempt to make to process what happened only pulls you deeper into unconsciousness. You are wrenched suddenly out of oblivion by a blunt, merciless bite. You try to breathe and hear your own ragged wheeze. Light gradually turns to you, and an angry horse head emerges from the mist. You are back. You're alive. I have no freaking strength. Focus your gaze. Slowly, your eyes begin to put together a sordid image. Everything around you is brown and disgusting. Hay, wood, blood, dirt, hearth. The trapdoor you jumped down has led you to a stable. A stable is a place for peasants, not servants, but somehow your body remembers the scent of poetry. Your consciousness expands heavily like slick lungs. You remember a large basket, hundreds of bundles of food clutched into your hands, and grateful smiles of hunger. Feel your body. Your hands find something on your chest, something so cold it burns your fingers. For a moment, you think that this is it is a real you, the shard of your will lost in the flow, but it turns out to be nothing more than a tesseract nagel. As you look at it, the crystal stares back at you with its still blue eye. The fool's wringed face suddenly emerges from the reflection, and his gloating voice seems to hang at the edge of your awareness. The body remembers pain and electrified air. Something bad. Shout. You shout as thin as death cry and unbearably shrill. Still, it is just strong enough to make a certain stop trying to bite you and back off. Try agility, roll to side. Failed. Raise to your feet. As you sway, as is from sickness, all your limbs feeling impossibly fragile. Scrawny legs, frail arms, this do not belong to you. This is a costume and this is not yours. It does not fit your status. It is the wrong size and still carries greasy traces of its former owner inside. You're overcome with urge to tear off your flesh and throw it away like a worn glove. Willpower test failed. Damage taken. To complete the picture, you have no choices but to look into the nearby water throughout your reflection. You see familiar features. Some unnatural forces had dragged you out of your body and into that of Maeve, Rolda's lady in waiting. Now that you have spent some time in this stable, you feel a little more accustomed to your new limbs, but where is your own mortal shell? Perplexed, disturbed, staggered, psychosomatic trauma, not your body. Oh my god. Later. The Summer Master does not respond to nudges or commands. The lumens on its head are blinking with troubled agitation. Okay. Rummage through the scrubs. Amount of vegetable waste rises up ahead, next to which stands a rusty pitchfork. Your attention is drawn something pale pink, half buried under the waste, looking suspiciously like a limb. Pick up the pitchfork. Investigate the waste. You pull out the strange object from a pile. What emerges a human forearm, cruelly severed at the elbow. The horse behind you sniffs, cranes its neck. Take the arm. I don't know. Maybe we will get use of it. You pick up what used to be someone's arm. A horse looked at dead fingers. Greedily. Step away from a heap. You slip back through the fence. The horse snorts restlessly behind you. That's an awful position to be in. I have no tech use. Absolutely no. Through the opening above the gates, freedom winks at you mockingly. Your arms barely have the strength to hold on the edges, let alone pull your whole body up. Hey. Yeah. Can we reactivate? Can it be used in a combat? Really? A combat? Hungry horse. The creatures that drag you out of unconsciousness turns out to be a muddy brown horse from the darkness. The beast follows you with its large black eyes. It looks hungry and frightened. Look around the stable. The horse must have smashed through the stall to reach you. You immediately know the empty through and the fatigued pile of vegetable tops under your feet. For the moment, the approach to the rotten waste is blocked by an iron fence. The horse whines restlessly as it casts its eye towards the barrier. Let's examine. Maybe next time. The horse watches you cautiously. You can see thick strings of saliva dripping from its lips. It's hungry. When a stat succeeds, the horse nods and shows you its large teeth. It's unclear what this creature usually feeds, but right now it would happily munch on your fingers. Really? Toss the corpse part over the stable door. The animal nostrils flare in agitation. It pauses for a second to watch the arm trajectory, then trots after the threat with a rumble. Oh my goodness. What's wrong with this horse? Snorting frantically, the horse hurtles toward the stable door and smashes straight it through. Stable hand. The sides of the stable hand standing in the doorway portends nothing good of you. The man's face is savage and glinting in his hand is meat cleaver. Not so nosy anymore, are you? You little wench. I'll skin you alive. Oh, we cannot do anything, so call for help. You take a deep breath and scream as loud as you can. Your voice rings pitifully. This cry might be your last one. You see your new reflection in the blade of the cleaver. There is no way out. At least this foray into the life of the Syrian peasantry has been a short one. And abrupt metallic clanking rattles the stable. Something very heavy is coming your way and at terrifying speed. Glater? Yeah, baby. Hunt them down. Oh, I'm going to purge this fucking planet. I'm going to skin all of them alive from... Oh my goodness. The cleaver raises for a strike, falls from the man's hand as he screams. Assailed by a whirlwind of fangs, fur and metal, having emerged from the gloom, the Saber Mastiff does not give the stable hand even a single chance. After ripping out a part of his spine, the beast spits out the corpse and looks up at you. Glater, you have recovered. Glater stares at you for a while, then barks and turns to scan the area. He is clearly waiting for orders. Ooh, logic test. Cybermassive listens only to obey its master. The fact that Glater is here means that Solomon had ordered him to follow you through the trapdoor. The arbitrator must have adjusted Glater's priorities to have him guard you. Okay, so at least not so useless anymore, yeah? At least not anymore. Okay, Glater, I guess we have... Oh, we have... really important job to do. Oh, and this is that part. And snare. Let's have a look. What's that? Numerous gates locked. Of course, they're locked. 23 HP, really, and 25 Glater have. He's clearly malfunctioning. Okay, guys, I guess that's it for today. That's sad position we're in. Okay, I guess everything else going to wait until next time. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you really soon. Bye bye.